Hi, everyone. I hope you've had a great day, and thank you for joining me for Manifesting March. So, what we're going to do is each day we're going to talk about different things. I will try to do as many videos as I can, but a lot of times it'll probably just be a message in the Facebook group. So, last month I did something called Frugal February, and a lot of people are like, what are you doing? You're living frugally. You're all about abundance. Well, I am about abundance, and I lived very abundantly last month. But the reason I did that is because I wanted some people to look at Frugal February and think about the mindset that it had. So the mindset, you could have said that it was scarcity mindset instead of an abundant mindset. But really, abundance comes down to gratitude. And when you're grateful for all the little things and all the money and all the ways that I saved, then you live very abundantly because you have inner peace. So what I want you to do, so each day is going to be different, but today being the first day, I want you to think about what it is that you want. Now, when was the last time you thought about what you want? You know, a lot of times we think, oh, I want a better job. I want more money. I want to be financially free. I want a new house, a new car, whatever it is. But the thing is you say that you want it, but do you really truly believe that it can be yours? A lot of people say, I can't have this or I can't have that. And what I want you to do is I want you to change the way you think. And instead of saying, I can't have, I want you to think, how can I get it? How can I have it? Because that's going to open up opportunities for you and keep you open. So when you're in gratitude, you're in a higher level of consciousness. And what that means is that you're in creative energy, which is expanding instead of being in a lower consciousness, which is destructive energy and is very constricting. So what's the difference? Okay, so some examples of destructive energy would be guilt, shame, anger, sadness, pride, grief. Those things right there, that's destructive energy. Now, you come to a certain point, and at that point you hit courage. And when you hit courage, then you're well on your way to go into creative energy. So what is creative energy? That would be openness, willingness. Maybe it's just being neutral and not judging or labeling. Also happiness, joy, love, forgiveness, peace. Though that's creative energy. And so those are very positive. And so I want you to stay as much as you can into the positive this month and let the other things go, because staying in the positive is going to help you to manifest things in your life. So there are different levels of like spiritual laws. And the first one you have to get through is something called victim mentality. We all live in victim mentality. And if you can rise above that, then you can go into a manifesting stage where you can start bringing things into you. Now, I mentioned that, of course, we're going to talk about being grateful, but then also I mentioned the art of deliberate creation in the description. So what is the art of deliberate creation? That is really taking actionable steps to change your thought process and move towards the thing that you desire. See, a lot of times we want things, but we really don't put in the work to visualize and to get specific with it, and don't take any action steps to move forward in that direction. We just think it's going to materialize, and it doesn't. You have to put thought towards it. So today, on day one, I want you to think about what it is that you want. And let's say, I'm going to use an example. If it's $1 million, okay, I have a lot of people that go, I want $1 million. Well, if it's $1 million, what actionable steps do you need to take to get to that million? So you probably need to set up a budget and have a plan for your money instead of wondering at the end of the month where it went. So that's one thing that you could do there to get started. If you want a new home, I would suggest that you start visualizing that home. What does the layout look like? What neighborhood? What schools? How does it feel when you sit in the den or at the kitchen? Can you picture yourself cooking in the kitchen? What does the bedroom look like? What about the shower that you're going to bathe and get dressed in? What does that look like? What does it smell like? What sounds do you hear? You got to get really engrossed with it to be able to manifest it into your life. So anyway, what I want you to do, think about what you want, and then I want you to just relax. Trust in the universe, God, source, that it is coming to you. Let down resistance and walls. And, a lot of times we'll say, I want this, but then in our mind we go, oh, I can never afford that. I can't get that. I don't have that kind of money. And what it does is it blocks it from coming in. So try to stay in positive energy and think about the things that you want. And I would recommend that you write it down. And if you want a new house in your life, then write down that you want that house and write down some of the steps that you can take to get that, and write about all the things about that. But I want you to be grateful for where you live today, because in being grateful for what you currently have, the other is on its way to you. So anyway, thank you for joining me. I'm so glad that you're here. Please, please, please put a comment below and let me know what you want. What do you want? You can have anything you want. We're all abundant, and we can have anything. And we just have to get it in our head and start taking those actionable steps. All right. Have a great evening, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.